another edition of the Saskatoon Bolt Action League Fall 2019 tournament. We have a redemption match. We're fighting the loser bracket. It's Lukan's Marines, U.S. Marines, versus Andrew's Hungarian Army. And we once again are fighting on a city board. Here it is. So, the loser of this game is out of the tournament. So, everything's on the line. So we're going to roll a dice, see what scenario it is. All right, Lukan, roll it up. A 3. So that is fighting for a central point, I believe. 1 center point in our set of scenarios, which will be pretty bloody on this board. All right, we'll get back to you with the armies. Lukan's Marine Army. You want to give us an introduction there, Lukan?
So we got a regular M12 GMC, veteran, 76 Sherman, airborne armored Jeep, so that's a veteran, inexperienced second lieutenant, regular second lieutenant. Got a regular Marine squad, 3 BARs, 2 are tough fighters, the rest are rifles. There's a Marine Raider squad, 4 SMGs, 3 BARs.
Right.
Yeah. Veteran bazooka, veteran sniper, veteran flamethrower. Another regular squad, they have 3 pistols. And then another Marine Raider squad with BARs and rifles. And
all right. A ton of infantry, and that heavy howitzer will be scary on this board. I like it. All right, so here is Andy's Hungarian Army. So, Andy?
Okay, we got a second lieutenant with 2 infantry.
Regular or veteran?
They are regular with submachine guns.
Okay.
Right here we have the bazooka squad, called something else. Pencil rim rocket launcher squad. They're regular, 2-man team. Right here we have the border guards. That's 5 infantry with a rifle, 1 with a flamethrower, and 1 NCO with a rifle.
Okay.
All right. Right there we have the Nebel Warfare, or the Hungarian version of it. Here we have the parachute assault section. That's 5 submachine guns, 4 rifles, 1 Panzerfaust. Experienced Honved division, 7 rifles, 1 MG42, 1 Panzerfaust. Panzer IV with the side armor, and it is regular. Sorry, I should mention these 2 squads are veteran.
Okay.
All right.
And this is Axis support, so this Panzer IV provides Tiger Fear.
It does.
All right.
Just the regular transport, no gun on that.
Okay.
We have the 39M. Is that what that thing is? Yes, Kazaba. It is regular. Has a anti-tank rifle.
Yeah.
The Zarini. That's brought in as regular again.
Armor 9, medium howitzer.
That's right.
Okay.
As well, it has the I paid for the pintle mounted MMG, and it has a crew carried MMG.
Okay.
These are the Aerocross Militia. They are inexperienced and shirkers. There's 9 of them with rifles, with 1 Panzerfaust.
Okay.
All right. And just the machine gun team, medium machine gun, regular.
All right. I like it. A ton of armor. It's good. So, yes. So, scenario 3 for us is one central point, which we've placed right here in this little building, in this segment. So it's anywhere within 12 inches of the center point on the middle line. And it's placed by the person who got the lowest dice roll at the start of the game and didn't get to pick their table side first. So the way this scenario works is for every turn you control that center point, it's worth more points, but it only starts counting turn 3. So turn 3, it's worth 3 points. Turn 4, it's worth 4 points. Turn 5, and etc. And you have to control it with at least 3 models of infantry or artillery. So Andy got the highest dice number with his Hungarian army, and he's picked this table edge. So he's starting here. He's got a nice clear path up to that objective, which will be interesting. And Lukan has been placed on this side, so he's got a couple routes, and a little bit less straightforward of a path. So in this scenario, there is a first wave. So we have to nominate at least 50% of each of their forces to come out first wave. Otherwise, it works standard-wise. And kill points matter in this match. All right, let's get going. Andy has picked his reserves. What's staying in reserve?
transport.
Okay.
Inexperienced Aerocross militia.
Okay.
And the border guards.
And the border guards. Okay. All right. And Lukan, what do you have that's staying in reserve?
My M12, my flamethrower, and a Marine Raider squad.
All right. I like it. Forward deployers, and Lukan has placed his sniper team in the water tower watching out on the table. That's the only forward deployer in this game. And since we play the unofficial Hungary rules, Andrew gets an early advance move with the tank of his choice. So he's advanced the Panzer IV up in the middle of the table there. All right, first dice. Let's see who gets it. Dice goes to Andy, and he puts his Panzer IV into ambush. Next dice. Lieutenant up and placing it behind his tank. All right, next dice. Running his inexperienced lieutenant up behind the crates. Next dice. Puts his truck down. Next dice. Lukan puts the M12 down. Places his inexperienced Aerocross militia down. Runs a regular Marine squad up towards the middle of the table. Next dice. Runs a Marine Raider squad up alongside his other squad. Next dice. Puts his other Raider squad outflanking, and they are going to that direction. All right. Okay, next dice. Andy running his paratrooper squad up towards the middle, up behind the big square building here. Next dice. His bazooka squad up this side of the board. All right, I like it. Next dice. Another inexperienced lieutenant up towards the middle of the board. Drives his Kasaba armored car up the far side of the board to take a shot at the bazooka squad. He can see one man, so he does not get cover. We measured it, it's about 23 inches. So it's 5 dice hitting on 6s because a small team advanced long range. All right, Andy, roll up 5 dice. 1 6. Gets a hit.
That's all I needed.
Takes a pin. Is that a veteran team?
Yes.
Killing on a 5 or 6. No. All right.
Oh,
Takes a pin. Puts his puts his flamethrower team outflanking, and it is heading this direction. Oh, focus. All right. He runs his bazooka up towards the middle of the table. Next dice. Runs his airborne jeep all the way up towards the middle. Was hoping to come around the corner to get a side shot with his 50 cal machine gun at this car, but does not have enough inches, leaving him very vulnerable to the Panzer IV, which did not trigger its ambush. All right, next dice. And running a squad up towards the middle. What is that squad again?
Just regular Marines.
Regular Marines. Okay, next dice. This is his MMG team up in towards this building with a clear line of sight down this road. Next dice. Advancing his Sherman up this road over here. He is turning the corner to try and line up a shot against the Kasaba at the far end of this street. So he's measuring his maximum 18 inches with his one turn. Placing him right there. We'll measure the range and get back to you on the odds and if it receives cover. So we've looked at it from the line of sight with the laser pointer, and it's really difficult to tell because of the building blocking it. He can see about 50%. So since we're not sure if he's getting hard cover or not, we're going to roll on it. On a 4, 5, or 6, it gets hard cover. Okay, to 3, it does not get hard cover. All right, so we're going to measure the range. It's 33 inches, and that's a heavy anti-tank gun. So he is veteran, so hitting on a 3.
Ooh, 6.
6. He lands the hit. Okay, rolling for penetration. Takes a pin. So 6.
7, 8.
Yeah.
1 over.
Yep. Penetrates. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, right. 2 over.
But rolling on the damage chart.
It's dead.
It's dead. The armored car has perished to the Sherman. All right. First order dice of the game goes to Lukan. He pulls ahead in the lead. Advances the Nebelwerfer up in the far corner of the board. Next dice. Drives his Zerini up behind his squad and the Panzer IV. And he's firing indirect fire with the medium howitzer at the sniper in the water tower. 1 dice, hitting on a 6. And he hits it! Wow! Okay. So, let's see how this goes. Snipers fit within the 3-inch template, which is probably pretty obvious, but he's rolling 2 dice with +3 penetration. 1 survives, 1 dies. Now he's rolling for pins. It's D3 pins. Gives him 3 pins. Okay, so now he must take a morale check for the remaining sniper. So it's veteran, -3, needing a 7 or less to pass. That was a 6.
They passed.
They pass. Wow. Sniper's still in the game. 3 pins. All right.
Beer for you.
Next
It
dice.
all works out.
Rallying his sniper with his last order dice. Needing a 10 or less.
Oh,
And he
shit.
foobars. Ooh. Okay. Now, Lukan, roll 1 dice
Turn one.
on the foobar
What
chart.
do you?
So what happens? Oh,
Okay. 1 dice.
Everybody was level.
A 3. And I think that's a panic. We'll figure this out. So the sniper panics from the foobar
yeah, that
and
one.
runs down and places himself at the bottom of the water tower.
Oh, shit.
All right.
May as well be-
Okay. Next dice. Last squad down. With his last dice, his experience, Honved division, up on his far left flank. All right. Next dice. Oh, actually, that's the marks the end of turn 1. So we're going on to turn 2. So far, we've had a couple of deaths. The Kasaba has died to the Sherman, and the sniper
That's just
took a hit
works, right?
from the Zerini, lost 1 man, and then foobarred and ran to the back of the table. Otherwise, just a lot of positioning, and it's gonna be a pretty bloody battle, it looks like. All right. Before turn 1 ends, is Andy's opted to trigger his ambush on his Panzer IV at the Jeep. So, on a 4, 5, or 6, he is allowed to shoot. All right, Andy, roll 1 dice.
Whatever. Gotta make
5.
moves every once in a while.
So he hits, or no, he does not hit, sorry. He is allowed to fire. We should measure that range real quick. 17 inches, so he's taking his heavy anti-tank shot, hitting on a 3.
It doesn't destroy that.
He hits it. Okay, so +6 penetration on this roll. A 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. That's massive damage. So roll 1 on the damage chart.
2.
2. Okay, so it is immobilized. Takes an additional pin, so it's now at 2 pins. All right, now roll another dice on the damage chart.
I should have brought just like a normal.
It's dead.
No, it's not.
The Jeep has died. All right, Andy takes his first order dice. Now the game is tied up. So Lukan advances up his Sherman, up the board, up against the car with the first order dice, turn 2, and he's firing at the Panzer IV because it's no longer an ambush. So he will be, because he's veteran, has no move and shoot penalty, he'll be hitting on a 3. And then he's firing his whole MMG at the MMG team in the building, which has opted, or in the rubble, which has opted to go down. So 1 dice hitting on a 3. Can he do it?
I'm rolling the machine gun first.
Oh, you're rolling the machine gun? So the machine gun will be 6s on 6.
Nothing.
Okay, now rolling for the big gun. Hitting on a 3. He gets it, lands it with a 5. It takes a pin. Armor 9 on the front with a +6 penetration. Let's see, rolling for pen.
Shit.
1 plus 6 is 7. Fails to penetrate, but puts a pin on the Panzer IV.
Oh, you didn't finish the roll. What the hell,
All
man?
right. What's the pin out? Their dice runs. Yeah. His one of his squads. What is this squad again? Into the building.
Just a regular Marine squad.
So he's on the main floor of the building that has the objective. So he is now contesting that objective, but is currently not worth any points during turn 2. All right.
Oh, really?
Next
Not until
dice.
later
Turn
turn
3.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Advances his bazooka squad up as far as he can here with 6 inches to fire at the Sherman past the car there. We'll figure out if he gets cover. So, and what the range is. We looked at how the car is, and it's actually providing more than 50% cover to that tank. So it's hard cover, but it's 11 inches, so it's not long range. So it's 1 shot hitting on a 6. Yep, he got the 6.
I
Wow.
kind of feel bad.
Okay.
I feel like I got
All right.
fucking-
So it takes another pin. And now it's +5 penetration on the front armor 9. So roll 1 dice. 6. 6 plus 5.
That sucks.
Yeah, is 11.
2 over.
2 over.
Yeah, so roll another dice on the damage chart.
Fuck, if he rolls another 6, this will be amazing.
A 3. So it is on fire.
glad it wasn't
Place
a 6.
another pin. So it's currently at
2 pins.
2 pins.
Yeah.
And we gotta do a morale check. So, alright, come over here. Because it's on fire, needing it's a veteran. 8. He gets it. He survives. Because he had a -2 on that. Now, Andrew, roll for a turret jam. So on a 4, 5, or 6, the turret is jammed.
Colin's adjusting the turn.
Well, yeah, because you adjusted it. At the
No,
It is not jammed. The turret is not jammed.
Oh, good.
Alright, but 2 pins. Wow. To activate his Panzer IV, his lieutenant is straight behind him, so it counteracts the pin, looking for a 9 or less. 6. Loses the pin, and he activates. Let's see where he goes. He advances the Panzer IV up here, and he's firing point blank at the tank. Unfortunately, we looked at it. The building's blocking most of it, and the car's blocking the other. He still gets hard cover, but it's point blank. It's just within 6. It's 1 dice hitting on a 5. He misses. Now he's firing his whole MMG at the men in the building. So that's point blank, counteracts the advance. So we're looking at a 3, then hard cover, makes that 4, 5. It's 6 dice because it's a German MMG.
3 hits.
Ooh, 3 hits. They take a pin.
Holy fuck.
The regular.
Yes.
4s.
Regular, 4, 5, or 6.
1.
1 death. Okay, and a pin. All right.
So you're killing him on
Next dice.
4.
Attempting to run as far as he can with his
No,
parachute
not
squad
quite.
to try and assault
An inch out.
the men in the building, but he's an inch shy, so they move up as far as they can, though, towards back behind the tank. So they are placed now in the middle of the square. All right, next dice. Moving his
Rolling.
veteran Honved division up towards the middle of the board, getting closer towards the carnage. All right. Decides not to fire his Panzerfaust, which he was contemplating on. All right, next dice. His lieutenant up from behind the crates,
Running, actually.
or running, sorry, up towards the middle to try and hopefully get his tank moving next turn. Next dice. Taking the Nebelwerfer up as far as he can, up, yep, just behind the other squad, trying to get it in a place where it can actually do some
Can I
firing.
punch them or no?
Nope, you cannot. All right, next dice. Running up one of his ranger squads, or not rangers, marine squads, to up just towards the middle on the other side of this building here. Getting pretty close to the center on the opposite side, though, where it's uncontested. All right, next dice. Needing to move his bazooka with 1 pin, but they're veteran, needing a 9 or less.
Okay, I got it.
Yep. So he ditches the pin, and let's see where he's taking it. So he is advancing, or he's running around, or advancing.
No, I'm gonna run.
He's running him out of there. And him up behind this building over here, up towards the middle. Lieutenant up over here in the middle of the courtyard. Next dice. Attempting to fire indirect with the Zerini at the tank, but we measured it. It's within 30 inches, so he fails to shoot as it's within its minimum range. All right, next dice. To bring out his border guard squad, which does not suffer to come out of outflank or reserve. Yeah, so rolling on a 10 to come out.
They're not veteran though.
Oh, they're not? 9. Okay, 9 if they're regular. They come out. All right, let's see where they go. Guard squad up behind this building. All right, next dice. This is Raiders down, and then gets a second dice, putting his flamethrower down. All right, truck down. Attempting to rally his sniper, who has 3 pins. All right, needing its veteran or a regular.
Veteran. I need
Okay,
10.
10. He gets it, and I'll roll 1 dice, losing all your pins. Sniper,
Snap.
back into the action.
Sniper back in.
All right, next dice. Advances his lieutenant up behind this building. His second inexperienced lieutenant. All right, next dice. His inexperienced squad down. All right, next dice. His squad, his Marines up behind this wall here, looking out towards the middle. Next dice. This is M12 down. All right, next dice. Marks the end of turn 2. So we've had a bit more carnage out there, but currently it's a tie game with each of them controlling one of each other's order dice. Lukan is currently in the building, which has the objective, but as we said, turn 2 does not start counting points. But at the end of this turn, whoever controls that objective will start scoring points. So, important round, let's see what happens. Attempting to fire his tank at the Panzer IV, but he's got 2 pins, but he's in range of his lieutenant now. Needing an 8 to pass. A 9? Oh, it's veteran, right. He goes down. So he'll reverse as far backwards as he can, but it'll just be slightly back to the building. And there we are. He needed that one. That sucks. Advancing. What is the squad again?
Raiders.
The Raiders into this rubbled building over here.
This guy?
All right. Next dice. I'm going to do something with a squad inside this building. They're regular, but they have 1 pin and there's Tiger Fear, so needing a 7 or less.
Please.
And he gets it. So he ditches the pin. And let's see what they're doing. Attempting to fire his squad in the building with 3 BARs, 3 rifles at this squad in the open. He'll be hitting on 2s, but Andy's opted to go down. So it's 9 dice, hitting on 4.
Quadruple penetration.
So he hits with 4 dice. 4 hits, killing on 5s and 6s.
Well, I think it's a tie right now. I think that'd be
2 deaths and a pin. 2 deaths and a pin.
It's not so bad.
Right. Lukan running up his ranger squad as far as he can from behind this building and alongside of it, up towards and just behind the trees. All right, towards the middle, getting quite aggressive. All right, next dice. Running his sniper up back into the water tower. Next dice. Advances his Panzer IV all the way up from just over here, just past the tank or the car, firing point blank at the side armor of the Sherman, and he's firing his whole machine gun at the men in the building. So 1 shot hitting on 3 for the big gun.
Okay.
Is this thing in reserve?
He gets it.
Nice.
Lands the hit. Now rolling for penetration. 6 plus 6 is 12, massive damage. On the side armor, now roll another dice. On the damage chart, it's dead. Okay,
that
now
was
roll
tough,
5 dice for the machine gun, hitting on 5s. No, 6 dice,
eh?
6
Okay.
dice.
These guys like using their tanks, eh?
6. It's a tank war.
Yeah.
All right, 3 hits, takes a pin, re-roll those. Are they regular? Or veterans. Veteran? Okay, killing on 5s or 6s. No deaths, but takes a pin. All right, so Andy pulls into the lead with another order dice. All right. Okay.
I don't want to grab it because I'm going to end
His lieutenant squad right from there into the building alongside the other squad.
For the Super Bowl.
So he is adjacent now.
Mahomes here.
Okay.
It's the perfect year for him
Right,
because
next
he
dice.
wasn't like outstanding this year.
And attempting to move his bazooka, but there's Tiger Fear affecting him. We can just see it. He's needing a 10 to pass because he's within range of his lieutenant. 10.
We've all made our picks.
He passes. Just passes. All right, next dice. Lukan advances his bazooka. Oh, he's firing point blank at the Panzer IV, needing a 3 to hit. Can he get it? Oh, with a 1. He misses. Wow, that was critical. One of his lieutenants up to just back here, towards the middle. Next dice. Fire the MMG out at this squad over here, but it's within an inch of his own bazooka squad, so unable to fire. Next dice. Bumps his lieutenant
Hey, no
up
peeking.
ever so slightly forward. Next dice goes to Andrew. Dice advances his Zerini up towards the middle. He's firing the heavy howitzer into the building at the squad in the bottom. He'll be hitting on a 3 because the point blank announced the move and shoot, and he's just firing at the building and the squad that can't go down. And he's firing the Pindle mounted machine gun, which is 5 dice, which will be hitting on 5s. All right, so 1 dice hitting on a 3.
Can I do the machine gun first or no?
Oh, you can do, okay, you're going to do the machine gun first?
Yeah, that's hitting on 5s, right?
Okay, 5 dice hitting on 5. So you get 2 hits. They take another pin. And killing on 5s and 6.
Oh,
because they're in a building.
okay.
That's the first one.
1 death. Reroll that 6. Not exceptional. Okay. Now roll for your heavy howitzer. Hitting on a 3. 1 dice. He misses.
Little flank move there.
All right.
Wasn't it hitting on a 5 anyways?
No, the big gun?
Yeah.
No, it's hitting on a 3.
Missed it.
But he missed. All right, next dice. Andy running his border squad across the road as far as he can, towards the middle. All right, see where they end up. Where they ended up, right in the middle there. Okay, next dice. Raider squad goes down.
I don't like
All right, next dice. Running this squad of the veteran all the way up towards the middle of the board, up alongside the other tank. All right, next dice. Sing the Nebelwerfer up closer towards the board, firing out at over there. He's not firing, sorry, but he's getting ready to fire next turn. All right, next dice. Puts the flamethrower down. Next dice. The bazooka squad into this building.
Yeah.
All right, next dice. Attempting to roll to bring out his truck out of reserves, needing an 8.
Ubar.
8.
He gets it. It comes out. Let's see where he takes it.
No, I'm good.
Drives his truck as far up the road as he can. His inexperienced Aerocross militia squad into this building towards the middle with his last dice, I believe. All right, now there's nothing but red dice.
Wow.
To bring out the M12, needing an 9. He gets it. It comes out. Let's see what he does with that big old heavy howitzer. Very spooky. His last order dice advances the M12 up. And he's firing the heavy howitzer at that opening in that wall in that building. Hitting on a 4 with 1 dice. Can he get lucky? He does. He hits it. All right, now it's 3d6 hits. So, well, it doesn't matter. 3d6 hits versus buildings.
3d6.
So, hold on.
Comes down to
Yeah.
11.
So 5, 4, 6. Wait. Yeah, that beats 10. That's an 11. So the building has, because that beats a 10, the building is now destroyed, and all the men inside it are dead. So Lukan claims another dice,
Nicely tuck them away.
and because that marks the end of turn 3, this truck is now is closer to the enemy than it is to. So the truck is also dead. So Lukan claims 2 order dice out of that move.
Whoa, why is that?
All right.
Because it didn't have the
Okay.
friendlies near it.
So now
Unmanned.
Lukan is 3 dice up to 2, and because he controlled the objective for turn 3, he gets an additional 3 points, which makes him up at 6 to 2. All right. So that marks the end of turn 3. It's the first order dice of turn 4. Firing the bazooka at the front of the Panzer IV, hitting on a 2. Oh, yeah. He lands the hit. Okay, takes a pin. Now, rolling for penetration. That's +5 against armor 9 front. 3 + 5 is 8. Fails to penetrate. But he takes a pin. All right, next dice. Second order dice, attempting to move this infantry squad in the middle. He's within 6 inches of his lieutenant, who's also in the building, needing a 10 to pass. He gets it with a 4. Ditches the pin. Let's see what he does. Opts to assault the squad in the building. He's within 6 inches, so they can't fire at him on his way in. The squad inside has got 3 BARs, which are tough fighters because he's paid to have pistols added to them. So 3 of his 5 dice are tough fighter. Andy, what do you have for guns in that squad?
5 subs.
You got 5 subs, so 5 tough fighters plus a couple of rifles, correct?
2 rifles.
And 2 rifles.
I've lost 2 guys.
All right, so is this squad veteran or regular? They're regular. Okay, so Andy, roll 5 dice for your tough fighters, killing on 4, 5, or 6. Okay, 3 deaths. Now re-roll those 3 dice. 2 more deaths. Now, that's the whole squad? Okay, So now, because he's defending a building, Lukan gets to retaliate. So re-roll 3 dice for your tough fighters.
Just 2.
Just 2? Oh, 2 tough fighters? Sorry. Okay, 2 dice. Killing on 5s and 6.
Nice.
2 deaths. Okay, re-roll those.
No.
No, and then roll for your rifles.
Shit.
1 death. So,
I'm dead.
3 deaths?
Oh, that's a lot.
Does that put you under half now?
Yes. For the total squad, yeah.
Okay, you'll have to take a morale check. You're within range of your lieutenant, but and no pin.
Yeah, I gotta go.
So you'll need a 10 or less. Alright. So this squad has tough as old boots rule, but it didn't matter because he still won the assault, and they still got to roll equally. But morale check, passing on a 10. And he passes. So 4 men still alive in the middle.
Measly little guy.
Andrew now controls the objective for the time being. Next dice. Attempting to move the squad out of the building. They are veteran, and they have 1 pin, and they have Tiger Fear against them, but they're in range of the lieutenant, needing a 9 to pass. They go down. Ooh, alright. Next dice. Order dice moves the N12 up towards the middle, parks it back behind the trees, alongside his other squad, getting quite aggressive. Alright, next dice. Right, so Andy attempting to move the Panzer IV with 1 pin, needing an 8 to pass. No, it goes down. It'll reverse backwards as far.
Oh, that's kind of what I wanted.
Yeah, so straight back.
I just don't lose the pen.
Straight back.
Straight back is exactly like this.
Kind of like what I did.
Okay.
Move an eighth of an inch.
So that is where it ends up.
Probably under the 6-inch range.
All right, next dice. This is the squad that was behind these trees into this bush, and he's firing at this squad in the open. What is the range? So it is within 12 inches, so it is normal range for everything.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be hitting on 3s. What do you have for guns?
3 BARs, 4 rifles.
3 BARs, 4 rifles. Andrew, are you going down?
Yep.
So pull a dice out. He's going down.
5s.
Hitting on 5s.
Oh, sorry. He's doing colorblind.
I wish there was They're not even close to the same color.
Hey.
Sand and red.
Shut up,
3, 4. 4 hits.
Not bad.
Okay. Killing on 4, 5, or 6? Are those regular, Andrew?
These guys are regular.
Okay, 4, 5, or 6.
45.
2 deaths. Reroll at 6. No.
Okay, sir, you want
2 deaths.
2 deaths. And the pin. All right. Next dice. Dice.
As well as
And advances up towards the trees.
Nope.
And he's going to point blank fire his heavy howitzer at the men in the trees, which will be hitting on a 4 because of the soft cover. But then move and shoot cancels out point blank. Then are you firing the Pindle MMG as well?
Careful, though.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So 5 dice, which will also be hitting on 4s. Right? Yes.
Isn't it?
Is it advanced soft?
Is it a machine gun?
Advanced soft cover, point blank cancels out.
Oh,
though.
it's a pintle mounted
Yeah.
medium machine gun?
Yep.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was a
4
SMG.
for the MMG.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right.
Let's do the little dice first. 5 dice.
5 dice. Okay. Hitting on 4s.
2.
So 2 hits. Takes a pin.
That was actually.
Don't do the pin yet.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Because the pin, it'll work out with
Oh,
the
so those 2 hits.
Yep.
Those.
Are those vets?
No.
No,
they're
they're
regular.
regular.
Killing on 4, 5, or 6. 1 death. Reroll that 6. Oh, exceptional.
Take a BAR out, I guess. Is there anything else exceptional about this army? Other than the BARs?
Not really.
Okay. So he takes a BR out of the squad. Now roll the 1 medium howitzer shot, hitting on a 4. He gets it. 3-inch template, which I'm pretty sure will clip them all. We'll check. The 3-inch template gets them all inside, so it's rolling for the 6 remaining men. 6 dice plus 3 penetration. Everything but 1. Reroll that 6.
This even?
Reroll that 6. No. So one man survives. You have to make a morale check. Roll for pins, Andrew.
It'll be D3 pins.
Yes. One pin.
Hey, 1 pin. That's not so bad.
So
Makes it right.
you are needing
Yeah, I'd say.
an 8 to pass, I believe, or are they stubborn?
They're or no, they're not.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we also checked. The men in the trees can see the back end of the Panzer IV, so they have Tiger Fear. With 1 pin, needing a 7 to pass. They fail.
That was close though.
All right. Okay, so Andy claims a dice. All right.
Alright, can you grab all the
Next thing.
things you have and put
It's a fire because you can see it just a corner piece of that
don't
building.
plane that thing comes-
It's outside of 12 inches.
Yep.
So he's able to fire.
Alright,
Okay.
16. Should we go home
So
now?
he'll be firing at the squad inside the building, the lieutenant beside it, the bazooka on that side. Measure to see how close that Panzer IV is.
It might be. It might be. Oh, it is.
Panzer IV is within range.
Measure the building too.
No, that is not within range.
The men?
The men are
Just
not,
out of range,
but the Panzer IV is.
right?
Measure the building.
No.
Not within range. Okay, the Panzer IV is in range. Okay, so roll first for the men in the building.
That would suck.
They are currently down, needing a 6 to hit.
Not every time. I'll get one.
Nope.
Okay.
Measure for the or roll for the bazooka behind. Nope. Add the lieutenant beside. No, and the Panzer IV.
6.
Yeah, and he gets it. He lands his own Nebelwerfer on his Panzer IV.
Okay.
Rolling for penetration plus 3.
Does this
Look.
matter?
Oh,
It does.
No, you can't see it.
okay. All right.
What's the template?
It's a 3-inch template.
I mean, you
Okay, 4 plus 3 is 7. It fails to penetrate, but roll for D3 pins.
There you go. Alright, see you guys later.
Bye, Darren.
1 pin.
1 pin.
It takes an extra pin.
Oh.
that was hilarious.
All right.
I was
Oh
like
god.
worried when
Next
I didn't have
dice. Sing his experienced Honved squad up around to right there. And what are you choosing to fire at, Andrew?
his bazooka.
Okay, and he's opting to fire at the bazooka. We'll get back to you on the odds. It's within 6 inches. He's hitting on 4s because of the advance cancels out the point blank, but they're a small team. He has got 6 rifles and 1 German MG42, so it's 11 dice hitting on 4. All right.
Well, I don't think you're gonna need that.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting that first was.
Actually, it's really terrible. So 4?
4 hits.
Oh my, you might have a chance here.
That was really bad, actually. Yeah.
They are
I think
veteran,
yeah.
killing on 5s and 6s. 4 dice.
4. What was like hitting on 4s?
Yep.
7 didn't hit. 7 were 3 or less. Yeah, that was a bad roll.
1 death.
1 death.
Reroll that 6 though. No.
That's they live.
Morale check.
Okay. So 1 pin and Tiger Fear. Okay. So needing an 8 to pass.
I don't think he's within 6 inches.
He's measuring to see if he is in range of his lieutenant. He is not. Okay. Morale check. Needing an 8. They pass. So, Bazooka team still in the game, miraculously. All right, next dice. His Bazooka squad from out of the big square building to running him as far as he can out in the open.
Oops.
So, yeah. So they just make it
We'll
there.
just back. Hold on.
Okay. So they're now in the center of the board. Next dice. Second, Lukan. Lukan firing his sniper down at this squad. They're just past 12 inches. Hitting on a 4. 1 dice.
Is it a -2 from having no other dice?
Yeah, he hits. Okay. Killing on a 5 or 6.
Damn.
No. Fails, but they take a pin. All right. Next dice. His lieutenant up into this building, and now he's just got another dice, running his other lieutenant back around behind the building. Advancing his MMG squad out of the building to right here. Next dice. Attempting to bring out the flamethrower. Needing a 9 to pass. Because I believe they're veteran. They come out. Let's see where they go. This is flamethrower squad up the side of the board from outflank up to 36 inches up the side. And he's flamethrowing point blank the Nebelwerfer. 1 dice, hitting on a 3. He hits. Okay, now roll. It's D3 plus 1 hits. All right, or is it D6?
D6.
It's D6 hits, sorry. It's 3 hits. Now roll 3 dice.
3 plus 1.
No, that's for vehicles, I think. But yeah, so roll 3 dice with a plus 2 penetration. What's the flamethrower again? I haven't looked at
Plus
this.
3 pen.
Plus 3 pen. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right, so 2 do not. You get 1 hit. So 1 kill. Now roll for pins. It's D3 plus 1 pins. So
2 pins.
Yep, so 2 pins. Now roll for fuel. Oh, you keep your fuel. Now Andrew must take a morale check with 2 pins.
Ooh,
So it is a regular, needing 7 or less. Gets it with a 4, still in it.
Getting lucky on that.
Nebelwerfer still alive. Next dice. To bring his last squad out of outflank, needing a 9 to pass. Are they vets?
Yep.
Okay. They come out. Let's see where he takes them. Running his outflanking squad up inside this building. He can just get inside of it. So he's now on the first floor of the big square building in the middle of the table. Very interesting.
Are those veterans?
Yeah.
All right. Now last dice goes to Andy. Right. So turn 4 completed. I'm going on to turn 5 now. So currently, Andrew controlled the middle objective for this turn, which gives him an additional 5 points. Plus, he has now got
4 points.
4 points. Sorry, and then he has taken 4 dice, so he's at 8 points. Lukan from the previous turn got 3 points. Plus, he has 3 order dice, so he has 6 points. So currently, Andrew is in the lead by 2 points. But moving into turn 5, a lot of things could change. We have a real schmozzle going on here, so we'll see what happens. Okay. The first order dice at turn 5, attempting to move the Panzer IV, but he has 2 pins, needing a 7. He fails and goes down. He cannot reverse any further back, so he is now stuck. Next dice. Attempting to move the squad inside this building. They're within range of their lieutenant, but have 1 pin, but they can also see the tiger. So the pin and the lieutenant cancel out. Sorry, not tiger, Panzer IV. So we're looking for their regular or veteran?
Veteran.
Looking for a 9. Foobar. Wow. Oh no. Okay, roll 1 dice, Lukan. This is on the Foobar chart. A 6. They panic.
They go down.
No, they run away. They run away from the closest visible enemy unit, which will be these men. So they'll run as far back as they can that way, which will be 6 inches to there. So the squad inside now ends up down over here. That is some unfortunate luck. Next dice. Bring a sniper at this squad right there, needing a 4 to hit because he's down a loader. He misses. Next dice. Attempting to do something with this veteran squad right here, but with 1 pin, needing a 9 to pass. And they pass. Let's see what he does. To use this squad to assault the bazooka. It is just within 6 inches, so he cannot retaliate. So there is no tough fighters in that squad, but there is 1, 2, 3, there is 8 men. So roll 8 dice, Andrew. Killing on 5 or 6.
That's nothing, and you kill one of them.
Killing on 5s and 6s.
Oh man. Praying to the bolt action god. Come on.
It's dead. All right. Andrew claims another dice. To see how many inches away he can regroup. 2 inches.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2 inches away from that point there.
It's gonna be in that place.
See. Ends up right there. Okay, next order dice. Order dice. He's driving his Irini through, moving through the rough ground of the trees and firing point blank at the M12. All right.
Do this.
Okay.
Hitting on a
Fights.
3.
Yep. 1 dice. Hitting on a 3.
Oh, I can't
All
watch.
right.
Ah!
And he misses. All right. Ooh. Next dice. To activate his border guard squad, they're regular with 1 pin, needing an 8 to pass. He gets it. See where they go. Moves up here, and he's flamethrowing the building and shooting with 3 rifles. Lukan does not go down, so 1 flamethrower shot will be hit. Oh, so the large dice will mark the flamethrower, and the 3 dice marking the rifles. Flamethrower hits on a 3, rifles hitting on 5s.
Ooh.
So the rifles do not hit, but the flamethrower hits. Okay, now roll the flamethrower. The 1 dice for the flamethrower. It'll be D6 hits. 5 hits. Roll 5 dice. One does not die, but 4 deaths. Okay, and then roll for pins. It's D3 plus 1 pins. 4 pins. Now roll for fuel, if you run out of fuel or not. So anything other than a 1 for you. Does not run out of fuel.
I'll roll to see if the building catches fire.
Yeah, roll to see if the building catches fire. Oh, how do we do that
4,
again?
5, or 6, the building catches
1
fire.
dice. 4, 5, or 6, building catches on fire. Building does not catch on fire. Now, Lukan must make a morale check with 4 pins. How many men remain?
3.
3 men. They were veterans.
4 died, right?
Yeah, 4 dead.
Yeah, they're veteran, I think. Right? 4 dead.
4 deaths. They were veteran, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so veteran minus 4, needing 6.
No, they're stubborn.
Oh, they're stubborn? Ooh, okay, needing a 10. All right. They're stubborn, needing a 10 to pass. And they just pass with a 9. They're still in it. All right. Dice, flamethrowing the Nebelwerfer, looking for a 2 to hit. He gets the hit. Okay, now roll for D6 hits. 5 hits, roll 5 dice.
He died.
They are dead. But now rolling to see if you run out of fuel. You do not run out of fuel. All right, Nebelwerfer has perished. Lukan claims another dice. So it is now 5 dice to 5, I believe. All right, next order dice. 4 to 5 dice. All right. Gets an order dice, and he's activating his MMG team to fire straight into the building. So that's 5 shots. Lukan does not go down. So it would be
No 5?
no 4s. Yeah, hit on 4.
Blank, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So 5 dice, hitting on 4.
What's killing on 6s?
2,
All
3.
right. 3 hits. Now killing on 6s.
Really?
Nothing. But they take an extra pin. All right.
How come
Next
only
dice.
6?
Running his bazooka as far as he can, over behind the trees. I assume getting closer to the M12. All right. Next dice. Running his lieutenant all the way up around and up here. All right. Now he's hiding over there. Next dice. Lieutenant from inside the building to down across and is hiding now behind the crates in the back corner. Next dice. To activate the 3 men remaining inside this building, they have 5 pins, but they're within range of their lieutenant, which cancels out the Tiger Fear. So, needing a 5 or less. Can he get lucky? He does.
Holy fucking shit!
He gets it. Now he's down to 4 pins. Let's see where he goes. Lukan attempting to assault the men inside this building. We measured though, and it's just past 6 inches. So, Andrew gets to do a reactionary fire if he so wishes. And he has 4 men in the building with 3 submachine guns or 4 submachine guns firing at the 3 men there. I assume you're firing?
Nah.
Yeah. So that'll be 8 dice hitting on 2s. Yeah, and then
Six.
reroll, killing on 5s and 6s. Then
2 deaths.
2 deaths. 1 remains. Reroll that 6. So 1 man. So Lukan, roll your 1 dice.
2 man died, right?
Yeah.
And I'm stubborn.
Does that count as order dice?
Oh wait.
No.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, it does. Yep. All right. So your men survive. 1 dice. Okay, has made it in. Roll that dice. Killing on 5s and 6s. 1 death. Reroll. He's a tough fighter, I assume. No, 1 death. All right. Andrew, roll 4 dice. They're all tough fighter. It doesn't really matter, I guess. And he's dead.
Just
So-
on 5
wait,
in.
hold on.
What's
Oh
up?
no, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. So Andrew has 3 men remaining, and Lukan is dead, and Andrew claims that order dice. His last order dice, moving his M12 through the trees to fire at the building. All right. So 1 shot. He'll be hitting on a 4. All right. Can he get it? He does not. Oh.
That's game.
You needed that, I think. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
So we have reviewed where we are. There was 1 last order dice left in turn 5 for Andrew, but currently Andrew is up at the end of this turn because he controls his objective and Lukan has no way of removing him from it. He's up at 15 points to Lukan's 7. So Lukan doesn't have very much that can come in and contest the objective. He just has this squad, which will take 2 turns because of the wall and the weight to get into that building. Meanwhile, Andrew's still got a very considerable force left remaining. So it is more likely that Andrew will just start claiming more order dice in the coming turns. So they agreed upon it, and Lukan concedes defeat to Andrew. Shake on that. All right.
Bad
So-
rolling and good
All right,
rolling.
so
I got
Lukan is out of the
good rolls.
tournament. Andrew is sweeping the loser bracket. Well done.